And now, I talk back with Ray
I'm telling you, I couldn't make it up if I tried.
and Mandii.
You've got to be freaking kidding me. You know what? That's all I'm saying. Hey guys, welcome back to I Talk Back with Ray and Mandii. Sorry I just yelled in your ear, but I am Mandii. And this is Ray.
Hello.
So this episode, we're going to be chatting about becoming an empty nester. Ray has just had the honor of joining that club, and so
Yes.
we'll get her take on it, and we'll get mine. We just realized we have different opinions about empty nesting, so this should be fun.
Yeah. You want to go first? How you
I
feel?
sure will, girl.
You go first.
Okay. So I have one daughter. She is 25. And I've always been, well, up until she was 15, I was a helicopter mom. Because, you know, she's tiny.
Yeah, she was a preemie.
She was preemie. So I went through a whole traumatic experience even having her. So I've always been super, super protective over her. Super, like, I need to know where you're at all times. I need to make sure everything's okay. I had a tracker on her phone, like everything. Like it was hard for me and Donnell to even let her go to the mall and walk around on her own. She couldn't even do it till she was 15. Guys, you know, whatever, judge me, I don't care.
Wow.
So I've always been that mom that was like, super like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Helicopter, right? So it was hard for me to let her go. So when she turned, I think she was going to Texas State. She was in college and she decided she wanted to move out on her own. So she was dating this guy and her and him started talking about moving in together, but she wanted the experience of being on her own before she moved in with him because she didn't want to go from living with her parents to living with somebody else. She wanted to be on her own. However, she wasn't ever really on her own. She moved out of our house and moved in with a roommate, which is one of her friends, but it was two females, so it wasn't another guy. So she moved in with one of her friends and they lived together for 2 years when she left the house. When she decided it was time to leave, that was very, very hard for me. I tried everything to get her to stay. I was like, are you sure you don't want to live here? You can save on bills. Like, you don't have to pay for anything. Like, we'll pay for everything as long as you're in school. But she wanted her freedom. She wanted to be on her own. But it was very hard. I remember sitting in her room crying because she was gone. I didn't want to let her go. Like her and I, and she'll tell you, you know, we're best friends. Like she loves being around me. I love being around her. She's very protective of me. I'm very protective of her. We went to Build-A-Bear. We built bears and put the little sound clips in their arms with each of us telling each other that we love each other. Yes. I love my baby. So we.
I'm sorry. It's not funny.
It is funny. But we just have like a really close relationship, and I love being around her. She loves being around me, but it was very hard for me to let her go. It was very, very hard. Like I would just stare at her room when she was gone. Like it was hard.
So okay, that's beautiful. That's amazing.
Rashawn's over here having a
So
party.
I'll say this.
Rashawn's about to have a party.
So I have three. I have three sons. But I do think maybe some of that because I'm a single parent.
Right.
And so me, you know, I wanted my kids to grow up a certain way and have certain things and all this stuff, right? So it was not easy raising three young black boys to be three young, respectful, decent human beings. Mm-hmm. So my middle son left first. Terrell left right after high school. I mean, he graduated in June?
Well, he joined the service,
June.
right?
Yeah. He was gone in July. So he joined the Navy, is where he's been ever since he was 18 years old. My oldest left, went to college, and came back. And then my youngest did not. He was like a COVID child when he graduated. So he didn't get to experience a whole lot.
He graduated during COVID too.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just kind of sucked. They didn't really get to do a whole lot. So, so when my kids left, I mean, they're older. Like I have like, they're in their 20s. I have one that's in early 20s, one that's in mid 20s. So when they finally left, I wasn't sad at all. I was like, you have until this day to get out. And then they went past that day. And I was like, and so I swear, it's like everything they do after you, it pisses you off. You're like, I can't I was counting down. I said 2 more weeks. So like every time they would do something that pissed me off, I would just say 2 more weeks, and then 1 more week.
Oh
And
my
then,
God.
and you like, did the people call you yet? Did we get the keys yet?
Put the deposit down. You got the deposit taken care of.
Is everybody situated? They proved you. Like, I was not. But I think because I was tired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had 3 hard-head boys.
Oh my God.
And like, my boys kept me busy. Like, we played ball and we played sports, and I was running around constantly. Now, and it wasn't the real, they ain't real helpful either. So it's kind of like, what was I gonna miss? Is somebody messing up the house? Like, I don't know.
Oh my God.
So I'm happy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if the only time I ever went into their rooms was to make sure everything was gone. I didn't go in there and cry.
Oh my gosh.
I was there to fuss about the blinds being broke. You know what I mean? Like,
guys, she took me on a tour of the house today. You know, this empty. Talking about this, what I'm gonna do with this room. This, what I'm gonna do with this room. I'm gonna get this in here. I was like, dang. Ray was like ready.
so like they have moved out on a Friday, and I have my new appliances delivered on Sunday. I couldn't wait for them to leave.
Oh my gosh.
But also, I've been doing little stuff ever since. But I will also say that they tore up my house, guys. Let's just be real. They tore
They're
up
boys,
my
right?
house.
They're boys.
But
They don't appreciate stuff like us, do. You know,
look,
yeah.
well, does they put that name on that line? They got to pay for it. But I will say this, and part of that too is it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I feel like okay, so everybody thinks I should be sad, and I feel like I don't know why I'm not. Like maybe I should be. Maybe something wrong with me. But I feel like what's the alternative, right? Like they're going on they have their own apartments. They're living well, and you can always come home. Like Terrell might come home just to go to finish some school he wanted to do, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But it's like I feel like they you know,
yes,
I did a good job.
Yes,
like.
For
There's
sure.
nothing to be sad about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy. And my house is so quiet and like.
But I feel like that. I mean, I also feel, guys. So yes, while I went through a little traumatic experience and a big, emotional hoopla with Tatiana moving out, I'm also happy for her because it's like Ray's talking about right now. Like, I'm huge on making sure your kids are prepared to live without you.
Yeah.
Because you never know what's going to happen. And me being a long-term planner and a visionary, I always plan for the what ifs. You know what I mean? Like, what if this were to happen? What is, my daughter going to have? Yeah. I want her to be able to be self-sufficient and to be able to live without depending on me and her dad.
They do make weird decisions. I'll say that.
But they have to live their own life, right? Yeah. They have to make those decisions.
So their first, they left. One of the keys.
Like they moved in together, though, right?
They moved in together.
Okay, they moved in together.
One of their keys didn't work. So one worked and one didn't work. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, hey, are y'all going to come and do something? And they were like, well, we can't because we don't have a key to the apartment. And I said,
how y'all get
this now? I said, well, I know you had the key to the apartment. So why don't you have the key to the apartment now? And so they had to give, so when one of them worked and one of them didn't work, they gave the key back to the apartment, the front office for them to make copies or bring it. And I was like,
why didn't they go make their own copies?
I said, well, y'all could have went to Home Depot and got that done in an hour. Like, it took 30 minutes. How long it takes to,
Oh, my God.
And so, but I just said, okay.
Girl.
I'm thinking, like, that could have took y'all 2 days to get y'all's key back. Like, so y'all stuck at the house for 2 days? I thought that was interesting.
Girl, you say that. Taviana has called me on numerous occasions and telling me things that she did. And I'm like, why didn't you just do that? And so she was like, oh, that does make sense. I don't know, guys. Right. I don't know, but
it's cute because they're going through their learning phase,
and they're all in their 20s. Taviana's 25. Yeah, her boys
26,
early 20, mid 20s.
22.
Yeah, so 26, 22. I got a 25-year-old.
So 24. Yeah.
So these are when they're the times. You don't know, or Ray does know. Ray and I both work in healthcare, right? We have parents calling for their 20-year-old kids.
Yeah.
All the time.
Constantly.
And in my head, I'm thinking, you really need to let them do this because they need to learn how to do this without you.
Yeah, I mean, they can't.
Yeah.
I can't really say anything to them
unless a lot of them,
they want to make their appointments.
Right. And of course, because of HIPAA, you can't do it unless you're on the release, right? You have to be on the release in order to get that information for the release of PHI. But some of them are and some of them aren't. but still.
they get upset. Or
Yes. Even,
and then some kids want them. Like, when I think my first wake up call with that was when, my kids play sports. So they had to do sports physicals. And it was the first time that the doctor was like, do you want your mom to step out? And they were like, yes.
And you were like, excuse me?
I've been seeing your little weenie since it was born. Like, what is the big deal?
Right.
But that's when I first got my first little thing.
Your little wake up call.
Yeah, and I did make them make their own appointments.
Yeah.
And because too, what I found like as soon as they turn 18, you had to make your own stuff because I don't know your schedule.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be the middle person trying to make your appointment. I don't know your schedule.
I'm not your assistant.
Yeah, make your own make your own appointment. So like some of they didn't know what to do, but I kind of talked them through it and they were fine.
Yeah, and I think as a mom, we just have that instinct in us. We want to take care of you. We want to be there for you. We want to make sure you're okay. So it is sometimes hard to take your
Mine pushed me away. Mine are really like, I got it. Like they really try to be independent because I can be a little.
She's like, okay, well, here you go then.
Yeah. So I'd be like, okay, well, like my mouth can get a little fly.
Yeah.
My mouth get a little fly sometimes. Because
like,
they get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. But
you're like, okay, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. Like okay, just wait. And I'd be waiting for the phone to ring.
And like I see you looking at them too when they ask you, you're like, but you got it.
Yeah. But didn't you just tell me? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I thought you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So, but it's important though. They need to learn how to do things on their own. And like even Taviana, she called one time and she was like, Mom, if there's a leak under the sink, can I fix that myself? And I'm like, well, where's the leak at? Like, I don't know what's happening. You want to send me a video? Like, I don't know. It depends on where the leak's at.
Well, can you fix it? Like, do you know how to fix the leak?
And she was like, oh, it's coming from this little piece. And I'm like, well, you probably want to call your landlord and tell them so they can come bring the plumber in. You don't want to pay for that out of your pocket.
Yeah, but what if you make it worse?
Exactly. Right. She was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That's so hard.
I know.
That's so cute. Yeah, my kids are funny. Like, I went by their apartment and I FaceTimed my mom. Mom wanted to see it.
Yeah.
I guess she was sick whenever I went by there. And it's cute. What I would say, my oldest son has a girlfriend. And she basically fixed the kitchen, and their cousin fixed the kitchen for them. So they have a little bit of help,
Yeah.
But I didn't. I didn't help do anything.
Yeah.
I was just like, but I did go by there, and I did like take them. Like that was my little gift as well as the kitchen stuff. Like I went and got like did all the groceries for the first time. And,
nice to get them settled in.
Yeah, get them settled
ready.
in. Yeah,
yeah.
And then that was it. And I haven't been over. I went over there once to pick up Tyson. That was it. I haven't been over there since.
But yeah,
and they don't even call every day. They act like they're concerned about me, but I don't think that they are. I'm always like, what if I fell and hit my head and no one's gonna find me for weeks?
You're like, you do know, boy, I remember myself.
Exactly. Like, don't nobody care. But yeah.
But Ray.
My mom made sure. I didn't answer my phone one day, girl. Mama
she came over?
Walks in the door. And I wasn't feeling good. So I didn't. Yeah. I had taken the night medication during the day. And I was asleep. And so she didn't know. And she didn't realize that I was not feeling well.
Yeah.
And so I didn't answer my phone.
That's what my mama would
do. And she just shows up.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes. She's like, okay,
just
making sure you're breathing.
Exactly. She did. She could have called. I don't know, but I was out of there.
Yeah.
But I just remember. I didn't even look at her. I just remember her like talking.
Yeah.
And so I remember like I heard the door alarm, and then I heard her walk in, and then she was like talking to me.
Dude. Yeah. But Rashawn's enjoying her newfound freedom.
I'm having a party, guys.
Yeah. She's literally having a party.
Party.
Yeah, she's having a celebration.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing.
A liberation celebration.
I got my house back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't say back because I've never lived by myself. So I think like maybe I'm experiencing what somebody maybe like that left home or 19 would be experiencing.
And so that's the thing. So Rashawn and I were both very young parents. We became parents in our teens, right? You were like what?
19. I got pregnant when I was 19. I think I had him when I was 20.
Yeah, so we were teen parents, and because I had Taviana when I had just turned 19. I was 18 when I was pregnant. I turned 19, and she was born 3 months later.
Yeah.
So Ray and I have never been by ourselves. We've always had somebody there. We didn't go from high school to be able to go to college and be able to do all the things like right afterwards. It was like we were automatically a parent.
We was fast. Girl. We just say that.
Yeah.
We was fast.
Who you talking to?
I started look. Way back there. I used to be in love with Miss Harris came in there with some the patent leather J's.
You just had
the
hearts.
white and baby blue.
Just had hearts in your eyes.
Look, I used to feed him. He'll tell you the story. I used to feed him on my lunch break, guys. I used to make a little hamburger. I would cut the hamburger. It's in love. You could tell me
you dap
nothing.
his
You
mouth
could.
too.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I probably licked it out. You could tell me nothing about you.
But yes. So being a teen parent, you just go straight from by yourself to being responsible for another life. So
I went from my mom's house to my own apartment, but I had a child. So
exactly. So she was
when
never.
I moved out.
Yeah. So she is experiencing something completely brand new.
This is so cool.
Yeah. So it's like, and I feel like, because Ray and I are both in our 40s.
Yeah.
I feel like 40s. Like I don't feel like I'm 40.
I feel like this week I do. I done been through it this week. It's okay though.
Guys, I was on my way over here. Ray done told me 3 conditions that she got. 3 conditions she got in a week. I told her, welcome to the mid-40s.
I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Because I'll be 45. No, how old are you going to be this year?
I'll be 46.
Yeah, so I'll be 45 because I'm right behind you. Yeah. So we're just...
That is so funny.
Ages right behind each other.
What is your birthday?
September 23rd.
Okay, that's right. I'll be 46 before you.
Because you're July 18th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
You're 2 days before Tyson.
And your birthday's like right before Donnell's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Ray and my husband are both Cancers. Her personality and me, we get along because I'm married to a Cancer.
Yeah, she understands that. If I don't talk, it ain't nothing personal.
Yeah, nothing.
I just went in my little shell.
That's
and
right.
I'll be out in a little bit.
That's right.
Like I put that meme on Facebook, like the little raccoon that opens the garbage disposal,
Yes,
the garbage truck. He's like, that's me.
Yeah.
That's how I come back from my hibernation.
Yes. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I think everybody needs to do that. Everybody needs to disconnect.
Q called me and she was like, "You good now? Are you good?" Because I haven't been talking. Yeah. But too, when I get really busy, I withdraw.
Yes.
Because I have to focus.
Because we don't have time.
I don't have time. It's like nothing personal.
You don't have time to.
And I'm even like time in my sleep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yes.
From 9 to midnight. I'm gonna wake up at midnight. I'm gonna work. So.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't know. Do you take naps?
I don't.
Okay, I was like, I can't take naps. If I take
a nap, I'm sick.
If I tell you I'm gonna take a nap, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. You're gonna be sleep for like another 6 hours.
Yeah. No, I don't take naps. I've never really taken naps.
Yeah.
And so if I do take, I think I have like once in a blue moon, but I will take, if I'm on vacation, I'll take a nap.
Yeah, I don't know.
A true vacation.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on a cruise ship or something. Because I used to be running around the cruise ship all crazy.
Right. So me and my brother were having this conversation the other night. We were like talking about naps. Because one of my brothers says he could take a nap 30 minutes and be good to go. My other brother and me were like, we just can't take naps. Like, unless I have something that I need to wake up for and I'm hella freaking tired, I will put my timer on.
Weird,
but I'll be mad.
When your body goes into that REM cycle.
I'm going to be mad having to fucking wake up.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think, and I don't use alarms.
That's weird.
I don't use alarms.
What?
I think I never have.
Oh no, girl, I'll be snoozing my shit 3 times.
I think that's a terrible way to wake up. I'm like, who wants to wake up? Like, who wants to wake up like thinking it's a fire drill? Who wants to do that? Who does that?
I'm done with you.
I can't. No. Okay, some way God has put this internal clock in me. that I just say, okay, I need to wake up at this time, and I wake up.
Who wants to wake up to a fire drill?
Who wants to do that? I remember, bless her heart, when my niece lived with me for a little bit, she had an alarm, and she would sleep through her alarm.
So then you hear it.
I hear it, and I'm like, what?
Oh my God!
I just have an attitude.
I can't. Oh my gosh, that's just
I'm like, if I can hear it in my room was across another room. How do you back to this and not hear it? But yeah, I just wake up. I've always been like that. I think it's a weird way to wake up. I don't even know if my kids use alarms.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
They might.
I can't wait to show Ray my alarm setup. I have 4 alarms. I have one. What? I have one to wake me up. I have 2 to make sure I wake up, and I have a 3rd one to tell me I need to get my ass out of bed, and then my 4th one is to let me know when I need to leave.
So the only alarm, I will say this: the only time I've ever used an alarm, and in all honesty, I normally wake up before the alarm,
right?
Just to make sure I turn it off.
Yeah.
Because I just wake up.
Right.
It's when I had to catch a plane early. If I had to wake up if I had to be at the airport at 4 for a flight at 6, then I'll hit my alarm for like 3.
So your alarms are meaningful.
2. Yeah, like it's not gonna be like every day.
Yes.
Like
so there will be some weekends where I don't set an alarm at all because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna let my body wake up when it needs to wake up because I just do so much. Like I know that I'm pushing my body all week. So I won't set an alarm some weekends, but on weekends I will set an alarm for a time that I don't want to sleep past. Like I don't set it because I normally wake up before it, but I don't want to sleep past a certain time because I got shit to do.
I can't sleep late. Like my leg starts to hurt. I can't just lay in the bed. I don't know. Like
so I will tell you this. I cannot lay in bed for a very long time. And this is right. The reason I don't sleep a lot is because my body will start hurting. Yeah. If I stay in bed for too long. My back will hurt. Like I cannot.
And I love my mattress. Don't get me wrong. I have a great mattress that's super comfortable. But I just wake up.
Oh my gosh.
And she was like, even if I doze back off, I'll wake up like I'm like, give me 5 minutes. And I'll wake up.
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, Rashawn and my husband are almost the same person. And my husband used to not use alarms. He used to be able to wake up, but he was also in the Marines.
Okay.
So he's learned to his rhythm, his sleep rhythm has been set. Now that he's a little bit older, he does set alarms. He told me he never understood why I snoozed or why I needed to set my alarm. Like I used to set my alarm in my car 5 minutes ahead.
If I go back to sleep after I wake up, I'm gonna wake up more tired than I did if I did that the first time. Yeah, because your body starts to start over your REM cycle.
Yes, but with time, I always I'm very mindful with my time. So he would be like, "Why are you snoozing?" And now he snoozes, so now he understands. But he never used to use alarms either. He used to be able just to wake up because he woke up early anyways. Yeah. Like my husband starts working at like 3 a.m. So he's an early bird.
Let me see.
He's an early bird and I'm a night owl. And I'm a night owl. So we're complete opposite. Because you're an early bird too, right? You get up early, And I'm a night owl. I stay up late. Yeah. Yeah. I don't go to sleep sometimes till like 3 a.m.
After about 4 p.m., I'm not really any good. My brain slows down.
What time you go to sleep at night?
If I could get to bed at 8.
Oh, geez.
Like,
I'm starting projects at 8 o'clock.
I'm like, oh God. That's why going out, I'm like, what? Y'all want to get there at 9? Like, so when I get there, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Then we go out, late, I can't hang like I used to.
Oh, girl, we were talking about that too, being able to hang like you used to.
Nah.
I was like, people want to, you want to go this? Nope, I don't want to go. I just want to be at home.
I'm good.
Yeah. Like if I want to do something, the only time I go places is like either one, if it's like something that I know I want to be a part of, or 2, if I'm bored and I want to get out the house.
Go sometimes. I'm more of a go show myself and go home.
Right. Which is gonna be me.
I can say
which is gonna be me at Ray's party.
Like, hey, everybody see me take a picture or something, so they can say I was here.
That's right.
I'm going. Like I almost like parent myself.
Right.
Like, when you were little, they say you have to be home by the time it gets dark. That's me.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be home before it's dark. If I when I'm out when it's dark.
You're like, well, now because I can't fucking see when I'm driving at night. It's different now.
I have astigmatism too.
It's a whole.
So them things be carving and shit. I need to be and can't go nowhere new.
And I live in the hill country.
Look,
so there's
I've been hit everything.
There's deer out there.
I've been hit everything.
Yeah,
I'm good. I need to. I got to be home before it gets dark.
Yeah, I'm like I got to be home before 10.
I will venture out and I will active. I know how to turn. I know how to.
Yes.
But I can't physically. I have to be off. I can't have any deadlines.
Yes.
I can't have anything I need to do the next day.
Absolutely.
Because it's not going to get done.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's also like, it changes though, right? Because I say, I don't want to go. I don't want to be there. And then I end up going because I just make myself. And then I end up having a good time and I end up staying later than I expected. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it's
I just be yawning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, it's. Everybody knows this. All my friends know. And they're like, all my friends, they all know, she ain't gonna be here long. Y'all better.
She coming to show face.
One of my friends, she's actually my neighbor and she owns a restaurant here. She would take my purse or my watch. She would take something that I couldn't leave without. So she knew before I left, I would have to see her again. because I will dip out.
You see that?
I will be I told you, my favorite thing, the penguins on Madagascar. You don't see me.
You don't see
That's me. I'm gone.
You didn't see anything.
You saw me once, and you saw, hey, girl, let's take a picture. And then you'll be looking for me.
That's right. Like, Ray leave already? She should.
Ray is in the bed.
She and probably don't sleep already.
You see what I'm saying? And don't act like I could go, because I was supposed to go to karaoke after a Christmas party.
Girl.
By the time they texted me they was at the place for karaoke,
you were in the bed, weren't you?
I was in the bed and read the message. I was like, I'm asleep.
You were like, have fun.
Yeah. Sing one for me.
Yeah. But I have a lot of friends on my timeline right now on Facebook that are about to become empty nesters.
Yeah.
They have their kids are in college, are in high school, their senior year,
and they're so sad.
Yes.
People are like so upset.
And a lot of them, have their kids in sports, and so they got scholarships to go to college.
Yeah.
They don't have to move into the dorm, and so it's a hard transition.
I think you'll have some parents, because I'm a single parent, so you have some single parents that are like sad because then their whole life is their children.
Yes.
But what I do notice about myself is that I'm starting to discover what I really like.
Yes.
And what I really don't like.
Yeah, because you find yourself again, right?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, my whole life, all I know how to be was a mother. Like, I knew how to be a mother, a wife, all this stuff. But I really didn't know what Rashawn really wanted, and so now I'm kind of figuring that out.
Yeah, and it was interesting too, because Donnell and I, so we had a house, and Taviana was living with us, and then she moved out, and because just a traditional Mexican me being, I was always with a family, always got people around, and just.
Like, I need people around.
Yeah, I've always had family around. I've always had people. So it was just Donnell and I for the first time in fucking almost 30 years. And Taviana went to college, and we were just kind of like, so
hey,
yeah,
hi,
hey you, like what do we do? Like, hey, who are you? What do you like? Yeah, what are your interests these days? We just had to get to know each other all over again.
You said, what are your
yeah. So, what you been up to lately? You know what I mean? It's like getting to know each other all over again.
That is so funny.
Because when we first met, we were dating. Yeah, everything was so ferocious. Young. Everything was like lively and hip. Freaking having sex 2 to 3 times a day, going to like movies on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, we were just crazy kids. And now here we are, 20-something years later. Child's going to college, and we're like, by ourselves. Yeah, like, so my leg's not hurting today. You want to have some, cuddle time? My leg's not hurting. My knee can bend today. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Oh God, how time changes.
I'm just saying, girl.
Time changes, boy.
It's becoming an empty nester. It is fun though, guys. It is fun once you get over that. Some people it's traumatic experience. Some people get happy, and we want to talk. Some people.
I'm telling you.
But it is. It's liberating. It really is. It's different. Yeah. And once you get used to it, and once you see that, you get happy, and you're proud of your kids.
Yeah, and that's one thing I am. I'm proud of them. Like, they get on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. I told Bob I had to repent the other day because, boy, I asked my sons to do something, and they said they was busy, and I said,
she said what? Excuse me? What did you just say?
I've been busy my whole life. And it didn't stop me from doing that.
Yeah, I've been busy for 26 years.
You see what I'm saying? Raised in you. Yeah. Like, okay, so it was supposed to be convenient? Is that what you?
Got you.
Yeah, I cussed a little bit. I cussed. The shade came right out real quick. I did have to repent because, I didn't cuss him out, but I did cuss in conversation. I had to tell my mama. I was like, Mama, I ain't gonna lie. I did cuss. Because he'll call my mama and tell on me. So I figure
you
I
gotta
better
tell first.
I better tell myself first.
She gotta hear your side first. See how it really happened.
And he will tell them.
But yeah.
So
if you have kids that are going to college, you have kids that are seniors, you have kids that are about to move out, it will be okay. It will be fine.
Yes, it will. Because you know what I love too? When I like buy like groceries and when I buy my drinks and my
Grocery bill.
sparkling waters, they are there when I come
When you go back
home.
to get them.
Like my leftovers are there. Who would have knew?
Right?
It's kind of nice.
Nice.
But I did have them come over like for the first week. I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
And I had bought too much food. I was like, y'all can come
You
get
have-
this
yeah, you have to
chicken.
adjust.
Yeah, y'all can come get this chicken because I'm not gonna eat these pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it is an adjustment though.
And I did
because-
like make them lasagna.
Oh,
I'm like,
Okay.
I made some lasagna. Y'all can come get it.
yeah.
But they picked it up and packed it
Yeah,
on.
but it's an adjustment. It's kind of like, your brain is pre-programmed. Like you've been doing something for so long, it's a habit.
Yeah.
And so it's the same concept, like it's muscle memory, right?
Yeah.
So like when you're driving to work and you don't remember your way because you're thinking about something else, but you get
Yeah,
there.
but you get there. You're
Yeah,
like,
or
I
like when you're
remember
going
driving.
Yeah, or like even when you change jobs and you go to your old direction because it was where you've gone for so long, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I must be going this way.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's just muscle memory, but you'll adapt. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
You'll adapt. You'll be fine. Like
Yes.
do like I'm redecorating the house.
Yes.
Make it in my own.
Find
Like,
yourself again. Find out
yeah,
what you
find
love.
yourself, read.
Books. That's what
Yeah.
I've gotten into. I can't read them right now because I got too much shit going on. But I like
Exactly.
buying books to collect because I will read them.
Because when they take all of our books from us, that's all we're gonna have is what we bought. So go buy your books now.
Oh my gosh, girl! I do want to. I
have a
do
collection.
eventually want to get a house and to put a library room in there. I just want a room for my books because I want it to be my little cozy nook. I want to be
Okay,
able
I
to
have a
go in
little
there,
nook, yeah.
retreat, sit down, read.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that like my bedroom has a nook.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna make like that nook that you
Little
saw
reading.
where the bed's at. I'm
Yes.
trying to move it out.
Yes.
I'm gonna have my little nook.
Yes.
'Cause I already have 2 bookcases in there with books in them, but I kind of wanted to just make it a separate little space.
Yes. So I have a
I'm excited.
friend. I don't know if she still has this in her house, but when I went to her house, she had like it was probably like a second living room area, but it was so cute the way she had it
I
set
can make
up.
that one. I'm sorry, I'm pointing like y'all know what I'm talking about. I can make that area a little
Yeah.
nook, a reading nook.
So she had, I don't even think it was a shelf, like an extended shelf. I think it was a built-in shelf to the wall where she had all her books. And then right next to it, she had like this little bed thing like on the ground. And then it had like little twinkle lights like around
you
it.
like kinda just chilling like looking
Yes,
there.
where you can like lay there.
pretty.
I wouldn't have nothing on the ground, guys, because my knees hurt, so I can't get up
Yeah.
and,
You oughta
down
see me
too
trying to
good.
get up. It's funny
I need
though.
like a cot, like a,
Yeah.
but that would be nice to have
That
like
would be
something like
cute.
that, like a little chase
I could
lounge
make that
or
right there.
something. Put a little chase lounge in there. You could relax, read a book,
I
lay
used
down.
to have that until the kids tore it up. But
Yeah.
And then it just became. But I've always had these Native American old encyclopedias. Oh. Yeah, they're down there. You probably never noticed them in there, but like they're like maroon. They're beautiful.
Yeah. But you do
and
have a
it
little
has,
book
like, the
area down
different.
there.
Yeah, it has like the different tribes.
Yes, and I
Native
love that.
American
I
tribes.
love having books. I buy books for my nieces and nephews. I just think that it's important to read,
Yeah.
to learn. Not just about your culture, but everybody else's. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I love reading, and I love the smell of book pages.
Yeah.
I love.
But
the
I think,
smell
like I
of
said, like
books.
Amanda talked about, I just think it's important. Like me, like we have completely different perspectives when it comes to being empty nesters. But I think it's if you're a single parent as an empty nester, find yourself.
Yes.
Start to be selfish with your time and with yourself. Today I can't be selfish because I'm really busy. But
Yes.
in general, I think it's okay to be selfish with yourself.
Yes.
It's okay to say no. It's okay to say I'm busy, doing nothing, and don't ask me. So I think it's okay.
Yeah.
But learn yourself again. Like maybe you're you had kids early. I've changed so much.
Yeah, I was like, what were your passions before the kids? And is that something you're even
I've
interested in
changed
anymore?
So much. Yeah, like I miss going fishing.
Yeah, see?
I mean, I do. Now I say this: I do fix my tackle box more than I fish. I can organize my hooks and the size
You
and
like
the
the way they
colors
look.
and the weights, But I rarely catch anything. I caught a turtle. I caught turtles, and I've caught like a fish or two, but I haven't caught
Anything big?
yet. No, I've caught. So I went deep sea fishing twice, and I caught a hammerhead shark the first time, and I caught a barracuda the second time. So that was really fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna tell
I want somebody that likes fish. Like I want to go fishing. Like I like fishing.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my brother because he loves fishing too.
Yeah, I love
I'll be like, hey,
fishing.
Rashawn said should go fishing.
I'll go
with
fishing
you.
with you.
Yeah.
I'm a good fishing partner. I'm gonna make sure
Yeah.
we have our Gatorade. I'm gonna make sure we have
Got your
our water.
snacks.
I always bring gloves. I like my hands to be clean. Like I'm real worried about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, my
I
brother
always
likes
bring
to
a
go
tent.
fishing.
I always bring I like the little I like the zero gravity chairs because you can kind of kick back.
Oh yeah.
Well, I kind of glam fish, I guess.
fish, yeah.
But I enjoy fishing.
Yeah. But yeah, so guys, empty nesters, they're fun. It's a fun time.
Yeah, y'all got this.
Yes.
Just think about me. Just if you need something to do, text me, call me. Man to answer, I answer.
Yeah.
I tell you what to do.
But let us know. Are you becoming an empty nester? Tell us
Yeah.
in the comments. Let us know.
And what are your fears if you're scared of it?
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I did upgrade my security system.
Yes, I can see that.
I did
for
upgrade
sure.
my security system. But
Yeah, but things like that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're good.
You'll adapt. You'll survive. That's what we do as humans. We adapt to survive.
You'll make it, I promise.
Yeah.
I am enjoying myself. I'm sleeping. They're like, oh my God, did you not sleep the first night? I slept like a baby.
I was fine.
I didn't lose an ounce of sleep, not a minute. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
It's great. Like, I love it.
Yes. And I love that for her. You know what I mean? Like I said, because she's come a long way. She's always been responsible for somebody else. And now she's released her little baby birds into the world.
Yeah.
And they're flying on their own.
Now I'm taking care of myself.
That's
I'm cleaning
right.
my nest.
That's right.
I'm nesting.
She sure is, man. She's remodeling her whole house.
Yeah,
Getting new
it's nice.
appliances. It's going to be like a brand new home again.
Just walk around.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, it's been fun. Thank you for joining. We appreciate
Yay. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning into I Talk Back with Rae and Mandii. Please hit the like and subscribe button to stay updated on future podcasts.